Now dear student, we are going to discuss question number 5.14, and in this question it is given to you. Figure shows the position time graph of a particle of mass 4 kilogram. What is the number 1 force on the particle for t less than 0 and t greater than 4 second, clear, and t from 0 to 4 second, clear. Now listen carefully. In this situation you can see, whenever we are talking about, first try to observe this graph. If we are talking about t less than 0, so in t less than 0 we are saying position is actually constant, or we can say position of a particle is not changing. When position is constant, it means we can say here we have velocity 0, automatically we can say acceleration is 0. If we talk about t greater than 4 second, so in t greater than 4 second I can say here again we have position is not changing with time. It means we can say velocity is 0, acceleration is 0. It means if I say for part A t less than 0, and if I am talking about t greater than 4 second, I can directly say net force acting on a particle, this is equal to 0 Newton. Clear to you? Now what about from 0 to 4 second? So if I talk about time 0 to 4 second, listen carefully. Position is actually changing linearly with time. It means we have a uniform motion, clear, and you can easily calculate velocity. How can you calculate? Now we know, because this is x-t graph, so slope of x-t graph, it provides to you velocity, clear. So what is the coordinate of this point? We can say 4, 3, and here we have 0, 0. So we can find here slope. This is slope of x-t graph, clear. So slope of x-t graph, this is given by, we can say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and this is 3 by 4 meter per second. Now you can say you are getting here velocity, this is a constant, clear, it is not varying with time, clear. So it means we can say acceleration is again 0. So I can say here net force, you will always find mass into acceleration, 0, so this one is also 0, so we can say 0 Newton. Clear everyone? So I think part number A is clear to you, clear. Now we have to find what is impulse at t equal to 0 and 4 second, clear. So now concentrate on a screen. Now if I talk about part number B, clear, we have to calculate impulse at 4 second. So now we know impulse is actually defined as change in momentum, clear, and we can say this is equal to mass. I can say this is V final minus V initial, clear. Now listen carefully. Mass is given to you 4. Important part. First I am saying what is impulse at time t equal to 0, clear. Impulse at t equal to 0. Now listen carefully. If we talk about t equal to 0, so before t equal to 0 I can say velocity is 0, and after t equal to 0 we can say velocity we have 3 by 4 meter per second. Yes or no? Clear to you? So we can say final velocity we have 3 by 4, initial velocity we have 0. We are talking about t equal to 0, means before t equal to 0 we have initial velocity 0 and final velocity 3 by 4 meter per second. So from here we can say this is 3 and kilogram meter per second, clear. So this is value of impulse at t equal to 0 second, clear everyone. Now what will happen at t equal to 4 second, clear. So this is all about t equal to 0 second, clear. Now I am going to discuss at t equal to 4 second. At t equal to 4 second, clear. So at t equal to 4 second, you can see we have point this one. So before t equal to 4 second we have velocity. Initial velocity I can say 3 by 4 meter per second, and after t equal to 4 second, because position is not changing, so we can see v final is 0, clear. It means I can say impulse, this is given by m v final minus v initial, clear. So mass is given to you 4 kilogram, so this one is 4 kilogram, v final is given 0 and v initial is given to you, this is 3 by 4. So from here you can say this is minus 3 kilogram meter per second, Clear to everyone? So like this we can calculate impulse. Clear? So this is all about this question.